Hi everybody, today I am making this lovely pastel pink and blue card. I have to confess that I thought my camera was filming and it actually wasn't, so I've actually pre-coloured all of the flowers with pastel blue and a pastel pink before I do this next step. I've made the flowers using this Chloe's Creative Cards stamp and die set. So they've got a very pale, like I say, pink and blue watercolour on them, and then I'm just giving them a little bit of sparkle using Spectrum Noir sparkle pens. And all I've done is I've got some acetate off to the side on that white bit of paper. I'm just blotting some pastel pink glitter paint, and I'm mixing it with water, and I'm just dabbing it on with my finger, and as you can see it just gives it, I'm just doing it as like a mottled effect, and then I'm using the blue, this Frozen Lake blue, to do the blue ones the same. And as you can see there, I've done half of that blue, and the other half hasn't been done yet, just so you can see a close-up of the difference that it's making. I don't want to fully colour them, I just want to give them, you know, some kind of definition, if you like, lift them off the page. And I do that on the layer of stamps that are on the card base, and then I have got some flowers which I've also cut out using the die, and I do the same on those. And I'm just pumping the ink out of the pen there, which you have to do with these pens. And then, like I say, I'm literally just, I could have used a paintbrush, but I just thought, well, my finger's just as good as a paintbrush, because I literally just want it sort of put here and there, really. No rhyme or reason, just thought it brings it to life a little bit more, gives it a little bit of shimmer. It's going to be a Mother's Day card. All mums deserve a bit of glimmer, don't they? Bit of glitter, bit of shine. And then what I do, so I can shape them a little bit easier, is I just trim down each petal, and I don't trim right to the centre, I just trim just enough to kind of shape, as you can see there, just giving it a little trim, making sure I don't go too far, because obviously otherwise the petals will be falling off. I do that with all of the flowers that I've cut out, and they're going to just give some lift off of the page. Like I say, this just makes it easier to shape. And then I just put them on my foam and give them some pressure with the ball tool in the centre. And then this little tool that I've got, I have no idea where I got it from, but it's really handy for shaping my flowers. Obviously you need to hold each petal here, otherwise you're going to end up ripping the card. It's watercolour card, and the topper that I've stamped them onto is watercolour card as well, because obviously I was using some water. Although I only used minimal, I did use some water. And then I just give it another shape in the middle again, just to make sure that it's shaped. And then I do the same for all the pink ones. So I've got 2 large, 2 medium, and 4 small, or what was it? No, 2 small, so 2 of each. So I've got 1 in the top corner and then 1 in the bottom corner, or I've got all the photos at the end as well, so you can have a good look at the card afterwards. And again, I just do the same for the shaping, do the centre, and then get this tool, which I have no idea what it is, but it's fab for shaping my flowers. I really don't know where it come from, but it's great. I use it in most of my flower shaping, unless I'm doing flower forming foam. And then on the card topper, just want to give it a little bit of something around the edge. So I've got this black liner pen, and I'm just doing a line that's not straight, purposefully making it sort of wonky, and then I put another one over the top, and then randomly down the line I just put like some little lines really close together, just to, you know, give it a little bit of something. And I do that on all of the sides. It's the first time I've done the lines. I've seen Natasha Foote does it, and Corinne Crafts do it, and I thought I'm going to give it a go. I've got these black liners which I treated myself to back end of last year. I thought, you know what, I think that will go quite nicely with the swiggles and things that are actually on the stamps. So yeah, and I think it gives the card a nice kind of edge. Although I do matte and layer the card, which actually ends up making it a slightly strange size, but that's fine. And then if anyone's interested, these are the liners that I've got. You get a lot of different sizes in there. They're just from Amazon. I think there was about £8 for all of them. And as you can see, it just gives it a nice little finish. And then I've got this sort of pink purpley matte that I use. And because the card where I've used the water, it's not really bowed, it's just got a very, very minor sort of bow to it. I'm just putting some red liner tape just to make sure that it holds it down well. And I'm just showing you there that if you burnish the red liner tape well, it comes off a lot easier. So I just burnish it with the scissors there. And then my card base is 5 3/4 by literally just over 7. And then I've got a black matte, which isn't quite 1/4 of an inch down, because the next size down, for it to fit with the topper kind of the top page, if you like, these are the sizes that basically fit with the edge that I want on it. And then I would just add some all-purpose glue, because I need a bit of wiggle room to get it all straight. So I just give this a little finish border going round. And then because this is a slightly coated cardstock, I'm using Floral tacky glue. And this is, I believe this is actually 1/4 of an inch smaller. So this has got a slightly bigger border. No, this has got a very small border with black. Very, very fine border. Sorry, I can't remember the measurements for the pink card. But as you can see, it just gives it that very little thin border. I just felt that it sort of helped the pink to pop off the white. And then again, I put some cloud glue on the back of this onto the tape, so that the tape doesn't immediately take hold, so that I've got some room to make sure some wiggle room to make sure that it's all straight all the way round. I just get the top left and the top bottom straight, and then I know the rest will fall into place. And then the flowers that I cut, I'm only putting some glue in the very centre, and because it's glitter glitter sort of paint underneath, I'm using tacky glue again, and just holding it for a few seconds to make sure that it takes hold. And then these very small ones, I actually use my little ball tool, just because my finger's a little bit too big to go in the middle, just to press it down in the centre. And then that's it so far, but I do decide that I want to step it up a notch. I think the centres need a little bit more shine to them, so I get the same pens that I've coloured them in, and oh no, sorry, that's a step later. I want to colour some of the green, not all of the leaves, just those little small ones that you can see there, and I've just got that green. It's a watercolour pen, but I don't use it as a watercolour pen. And then here's the same colours that I've coloured them in with, coloured the flowers with, and I'm just making it quite thick in the centre of the flowers so that they've got quite a lot of colour to the centres, so it just gives them a little bit more definition and a little bit more sparkle. And then I've got this Happy Mother's Day sentiment, which I believe was from Hunky Dory, and I'm just figuring out which way I want it to go. And I've cut that out of the same sort of pinky purple that I've matted the card base on to. I was contemplating having it going up the middle of the card, but then I thought I kind of want it to look straight, so I decided I'm just going to tuck it underneath, slightly underneath the flower petals there. And then to get underneath the petals, I've just got the flat end of one of my pick-up tools, and just press it down with that. And there we go, that's today's card. Hope you like it. I think it's really nice. I really like this card. I'm really chuffed with it. Hope it inspires you. And I will see you next week. Have a good week. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It will really help my channel, hopefully to inspire other people as well, and newbies. Take care, happy crafting, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye for now.